Good afternoon and welcome to the 43rd Fall Convocation ceremony at UNB St. John campus. My name is Paul Mazerall and I'm privileged to serve as UNB's 19th President and Vice Chancellor. We want to begin by respectfully acknowledging that UNB stands on unsurrendered and unceded traditional Wolastoqey land. The lands of the Wabanaki people are recognized in a series of peace and friendship treaties to establish an ongoing relationship of peace, friendship, and mutual respect between equal nations. The river that runs through our city is known as Wolastoq, along which live the Wolastoqey, the people of the beautiful and bountiful river. It's my pleasure to begin this ceremony by introducing the Wolastoq Honour Song. A number of very talented singers prepared this version of the Wolastoq Honour Song to be shared at academic ceremonies such as Convocation. Please stand if you're able for the playing of the Wolastoq Honour Song. Thank you. Please be seated. I'd like to thank Angie Aquin, Judy Aquin-Bosovsky, Sarah Francis, Ramona Nicholas, Nadia Sapier, and Amanda Myron for that beautiful, beautiful song. This year at UNB, we're very proud to introduce stoles in honor and celebration of Indigenous, African, and African diasporic graduates. The Indigenous stole was created to recognize Indigenous experiences, achievements, and histories to ensure that First Nations, Inuit, and Métis students see themselves, their cultures, and their success celebrated at UNB. The African and African diaspora stole serves as a marker of academic achievement and a symbol of identity, pride, community, and accomplishment. it does honor the distinct journey of Black students at UNB. Graduates, as you wear your new stoles, may they serve as a proud reminder of your heritage, your achievements, and indeed the world of possibility that lies ahead. It is now my great pleasure to introduce and invite our Bulawit Hausawan and Associate Vice President, Indigenous Engagement, Todd Ross, to deliver a welcome.
Wabanakwa Tishinakashan and Michif Nia, Tanshi Kiwa. Introduce myself in the Michif language from my Red River Métis heritage. As Bulawit Hausawan, it's my honor to welcome you to the University of New Brunswick Fall Convocation Ceremony. Epjalasi, Kolosukepa. I'm humbled to carry UNB's sacred bundle, the sacred items entrusted to us by Mi'kmaq, Bezgaramagadi, and Wolstagwe elders, knowledge keepers, and communities. These sacred items remind us of our commitments to Bilwida Hazawazawagan, to allowing our thinking to change so that action will follow in a good way toward truth, and our commitment to the peace and friendship treaties. I honor our ancestors who are with us here today, proud to celebrate your achievements, and I honor our connections to all our relations, the two-legged, the four-legged, the winged ones, the swimmers, the crawlers, and the standing ones. I give thanks to all creation. Mother Earth, who represents the land and all living things. Father Sky, who represents the heavens and the elements. Grandmother Moon, who teaches us about time and change. Grandfather Sun, who brings light, warmth, and the cycles of day and night. Acknowledge the Wulstugweg, the Woollastuk, the beautiful and bountiful river that has sustained life, language, and culture for generations. Woollastuk reminds us of the importance of flow, connection, and balance. The river teaches us that while each of us may follow our own current, we're all part of a larger system, interconnected, interdependent, and enriched by one another. Graduates, your presence here is powerful. Your accomplishments reflect your strength and the support of your families, communities, and mentors. You carry the stories of your ancestors and the hopes of future generations. Today marks a moment of transformation. As you begin this next chapter of your journey, let the teachings of the Woollastuk River guide you. Be like the water, always moving forward with purpose. Let your knowledge and skills ripple outward to enrich lives, foster meaningful progress, and inspire those around you. Because education is not only about knowledge, it's about connection, responsibility, and the courage to shape a better future. The path ahead is yours to shape. Congratulations, class of 2025.
Thank you, Todd, for those important messages to our graduates. I would now like to take a moment to introduce the members of our platform party and thank them sincerely for joining us here today. The members of our platform party include UNB's Chancellor, Wade McLaughlin, our Chair of the Board of Governors, Janet Hoyt, Minister David Hickey from the New Brunswick Government, Her Worship Donna Reardon, Mayor of St. John, our Provost and Vice President Academic, other senior leaders of the university, other university officials, our Bulawit Hausawan and Associate Vice President, Indigenous Engagement, number of deans, our award recipient, and also our honorary degree recipient, and other distinguished guests. I want to thank all of them for being part of this special day. It's truly an honor for all of us to be part of what is one of the biggest and proudest moments of your life. I assure you there will be many, many more to come. Graduates, there is no doubt that you are different today than when you first arrived at UNB. You've gone through experiences that have helped you to grow and to learn. Our university is also different. We've grown and learned along the way with you, responding to the needs of our time we live in to help solve the problems that we face collectively. You can see this growth in our recent development of our School of Integrated Health, which has been created on our St. John campus as the home for our relatively new Bachelor of Health program and for all future health-related programs on this campus. It is a bold new step for UNB, bringing together students, faculty, and community partners to break down the silos in health and health research to help spark innovation and prepare the next generation of leaders. This is all the transformative power of education. It's the incredible thing that happens when we take what we have, knowledge, skills, ability, time, and patience, and we share it widely with others. It is about impact, believing in the potential of people and our ability to work together to ensure healthier communities and stronger futures. As you walk across this stage and into your future, I hope you will take with you the confidence to see possibilities where others see challenges. We know that you have the knowledge and the skills and the experience to make a positive difference in the world and the lives of those around you. Now, I've long believed that universities exist to change the world, and each of us who has the benefit of a university education must do all that we can wherever we go in life to make a positive difference. Collectively, I'm confident that our efforts can help change the world. Now, it's my great pleasure now to invite our Chancellor, Wade McLaughlin, to address the convocation. Wade?
Members of the Board of Governors, Mr. President, award recipients, distinguished guests, and most of all, here in the front of the room, our newest 2025 graduates of the University of New Brunswick. Good afternoon, everyone. Bonjour tout le monde. Kwe. Welcome to the 43rd Fall Convocation of the University of New Brunswick. It's a true honor to be here with you today, to come together and reflect on the years of work that have led you here, to honor how we have all grown and changed, and to celebrate this transformation before you step into new beginnings. In that spirit of honoring and celebrating this special day, I invite you to take a moment to reflect, to look around you at the friends, family, professors, classmates, and others who have stood by you, who've supported you, challenged you, and believed in you. Those that are here in the room with you today, and those who are here in spirit. None of us gets here alone. This is your community, and it's a community that cares deeply about your success. And shall we add to the list of those we thank this afternoon, Mother Nature? Who would have thought in scheduling this fall convocation for the 24th of October that we'd have a full-out summer day resplendent in fall colors? And I hope that will be reflected in the photos and all the happiness that you capture from this day that you share. I'm sure I'm not the first to tell you that these are interesting times. You're graduating into a world that's complex, fast-changing, and sometimes uncertain and even chaotic. But if there's one belief I hope you carry with you, it's this: community matters. In a time when it's easy to focus on what divides us, I encourage all of us to seek out what connects us, what brings us together, to be curious, to be open. Life is richer and more meaningful when it is shared and when we count our blessings. And there's a lifetime of adventure waiting for those who embrace the world with empathy and courage. You leave here equipped with not just knowledge and skills, but with integrity, compassion, and the ability to lead with purpose. You're ready, and you deserve to celebrate it. As you step into what's next, do so with confidence. Build bridges, listen deeply, work together. The challenges we face as a society are real, but so also is your capacity to meet them. As I stand before you, we all feel an unshakable hope for our future because that hope is you. Congratulations to the class of 2025. We are so proud of you. Stay in touch. Félicitations, and enjoy this beautiful day. Congratulations.
Thank you, Chancellor McLaughlin, for those wise words of wisdom and salutation to our graduates. It's now my great pleasure to ask UNB's Vice Provost, Learning and Student Experience, Dr. Kathy Wilson, to present the recipient of the Dr. Alan P. Stewart Memorial Award for Excellence in Teaching. Kathy?
Good afternoon. Vital to our success as a university is the high quality of our teaching, and it is appropriate that we should formally acknowledge that fact. The Dr. Alan P. Stewart Memorial Award for Excellence in Teaching was established by the University Senate in 1972 to recognize teaching excellence on the part of some of the many teachers of whom the university is very proud. Each year, a committee of Senate composed of faculty and students selects the recipient for this award from nominations made primarily by students. The Dr. Alan P. Stewart Memorial Award for Excellence in Teaching recipient is Jan Walschutz. I can see that you all concur with the decision. A long-serving member of the UMB community, Jan has taught courses in the faculties of Business and Arts in St. John for more than a decade. In her teaching, she strives to create a positive learning environment filled with kindness and punctuated with fun. She applies her organizational skills behind the scenes so that when she's in the classroom, what learners experience is a logical and lively environment in which they understand what they're working toward and why their learning is important. In addition to her teaching, Jan is also a full-time member of staff in the St. John Writing Center. Indeed, there are few who have as much experience working directly with students in one-to-one and small group settings than Jan. It is perhaps because of these experiences that she has cultivated and honed an approach to teaching that listens to and empowers others. When asked about her teaching philosophy, she used the word generosity. To explain what she strives toward, generosity, according to Jan, is to consciously go above and beyond in service of students. I'm going to be up here forever. As one of her students explains, great teachers like you teach students to transform them to formidable beings. Please keep being awesome. Gratitude abounds when students write about their experiences learning with Jan Walschutz. Her profound impact on student learning make her the fitting recipient of the Dr. Alan P. Stewart Memorial Award for Excellence in Teaching.
Congratulations, Jan, and as we note, you're obviously a very popular choice, and without faculty like you, our students would definitely be impoverished, so congratulations. I would now ask UMB's Provost and Vice President Academic, Dr. Petra Hauf, to present the Honorary Doctorate recipient.
We will now proceed to the conferring of an honorary degree. Cheryl Edwina Shea to be awarded Doctor of Laws. Cheryl Edwina Shea has spent her remarkable life breaking down barriers in law, business, and philanthropy, advancing education, advocating human rights and civil liberties, and serving her community with distinction. Ms. Shea was born here in St. John and earned a Bachelor of Arts in 1969 and a Bachelor of Laws in 1972 from the University of New Brunswick. She was one of only 5 women in her law school class. She was called to the provincial bar as a barrister and solicitor in 1972, and 50 years later was designated as a life member of the Law Society of New Brunswick. Ms. Shea overcame the challenges women of her time faced in the legal profession and had a varied and successful legal career that started at a prominent law firm in St. John. Her career took her to New York City, where she worked on high-profile corporate cases and international disputes in London and Paris involving oil transportation at sea. Ms. Shea's legal career extended to legal scholarship when she co-authored a pioneering multi-volume treatise on class actions and a monograph on utility deregulation in California. Later, Ms. Shea transitioned into the telecommunications sector, where she took on leadership roles in the emerging wireless telecoms industry. She helped create the first wireless messaging networks in the US, the UK, the Netherlands, and Australia, and worked on the development of cellular telephone providers in Hawaii, Michigan, and Texas. She used her legal expertise to navigate this heavily regulated field, to assist in solving certain complex legal problems that needed to be resolved for the cellular telephone industry in the US to get underway and be competitive. Beyond her professional achievements, Ms. Shea has been a passionate philanthropist and advocate for education and human rights. She has long provided financial support to students at UNB by establishing valuable and prestigious scholarships in health sciences, nursing, and law. She has made provisions to ensure that these scholarships continue to perpetuity. She has also made provisions for major support to UNB and the UNB Law School. Ms. Shea's intellectual and determination enabled her remarkable success in spaces few women entered before. Those characteristics, her generosity, and her unbroken connection to New Brunswick and to UNB enabled her to leave a legacy, creating opportunities for each new generation of UNB students, building the range of capabilities of the university. Currently, Ms. Shea serves on the Dean's Advisory Council at the UNB Law School. She received the UNB Alumni Award of Distinction in 2022, and for her achievements and her commitment to New Brunswick and its university, Ms. Shea will be invested with the Order of New Brunswick, the province's highest honor, in November in 2025. For her many accomplishments, UNB is proud to grant Cheryl Edwina Shea the degree of Honorary Doctorate of Laws. Insignissimi praesis amplissimi cancellari, toda universitas presento vobis Cheryl Edwinam Shea, ut admitator honoris causa ad gradum doctoris in utroque ure in Universitate Novi Brunswicki.
Ego amico te, Sherry Edwina Shea, honoris causa ad gradum doctoris in utroque eu in Universitate Novo Brunswicki. Why don't we do it in the middle? Everybody can see. Everybody have the privilege to hood you. You turn around and face the Chancellor. It's a real It is now my privilege and great pleasure to invite Dr. Sherry Edwina Shea to address this convocation. Dr. Shea?
Thank you for this great, great honor. There is no university anywhere in the world from which I would rather receive an honorary degree than the oldest English language university in Canada. Your university, my university, the University of New Brunswick. To all UNB and other dignitaries present, and to the graduates and their guests here today, good afternoon. Congratulations to the graduates. I have 3 hard-earned lessons to share today with the graduates that I hope they will welcome and find thought-provoking, possibly even useful. For a proud New Brunswicker like me, born and raised in St. John, today's ceremony will never be forgotten by me, and I hope will not be forgotten by any of today's graduates. I attended UNB in St. John for 2 years. I completed my BA and my law degree at UNB in Fredericton. When I attended UNB St. John, only 2 years of arts and 1 year of science were offered. Classes were in scattered buildings in uptown St. John. The library was over a store. Science labs were at 2 St. John high schools. Certainly the UNB St. John of my time was nothing like UNB St. John at Tucker Park today. Still, we were all privileged to have attended the UNB St. John of our respective times. When President Maserol informed me of my honorary doctorate, I tried to express my appreciation and the inestimable importance I attach to my UNB education. My formal higher education, but the equally informal but valuable instruction I received in developing judgment, integrity, humanity, and resilience. When you make for future contributions to New Brunswick, Canada, and the wider world, you will come to understand that those contributions were enabled by your UNB education. When President Maserol asked me to make a presentation, I sought originality. But after so many years of so many graduation speeches at colleges and universities worldwide, I wondered whether there was anything new and worthwhile left for me to offer. The title of my presentation is Looking Backward, Looking Forward, Leaving Something Behind, and Avoiding Regret. The value and originality, if any, of my presentation are for the graduates to determine. I begin with a graduation speech at Stanford University in California in 2005, given by Steve Jobs of Apple fame. In that speech, Jobs mentioned attending a calligraphy class, which is a class on the art of beautiful writing, handwriting at Reed College in Oregon. Jobs did not realize then that the class would lead to his creation of the first Apple computer, with its multiple classy typefaces and elegant word and line spacings, all in contrast to the low-resolution dot matrix computer printing then in use. Jobs said, "You can't connect the dots looking forward, you can only connect them looking backward. So you have to trust that the dots will somehow connect in your future. You have to trust in something, your gut, destiny, life, karma, whatever." This approach has never let me down, and it has made all the difference in my life. Jobs' lesson was, something you learned at UNB maybe someday will truly change your life. True enough, but Jobs' story, while fascinating, is not entirely believable. Jobs' dots did not connect themselves, and neither will yours. When I was young, I knew looking forward, and now that I am older, I know looking backward, that I could not rely upon destiny, life, karma, whatever, to connect the dots for me. Jobs did not either. He made his own good luck and karma and connected his dots by imaginative application of the lessons learned in his fortuitously chosen calligraphy class and some very hard work. When I attended law school and during my career, discrimination against women in the professions was the norm. In my time at UNB Law School, all faculty members were men. The 5 women in my class were not always welcomed by some male classmates and 1 or 2 professors. One professor said to us, and I quote, "You girls are taking the place of a man, but you will make good legal secretaries," end of quote. That professor offered us no useful dots for us to follow. We all worked hard, connected our dots ourselves, overcame challenges, and had long careers as lawyers. One of us, a highly regarded judge, is here today. My first lesson today is this: work hard and connect your own dots. My next point arises from my reading the speeches at UNB of U.S. President John F. Kennedy and his brother, Attorney General and Senator Robert Kennedy, after receiving honorary degrees. They referred to a great relationship between Canada and the United States. That relationship no longer exists and has been replaced by an entirely transactional relationship aimed at one-sided gain. President Trump is trying to cripple the Canadian economy by oppressive tariffs to force Canada to become the 51st American state. American politicians long before Trump tried to cripple Canada by tariffs. Trump has also revived the 19th century American imperialist doctrine of manifest destiny to claim again that the United States was divinely ordained to expand its dominion. That claim was used to justify the Mexican-American War of 1846 to 48, arising from the U.S. annexation of Texas. If Trump successfully applies manifest destiny to Canada, you would be living in a country where there are more guns than people, gun violence is uncontrolled, and mass shootings and political assassinations are frequent, where universities, museums, the media, and cultural and other institutions are pressured to conform to Trump's vision, and where mass federal agents arrest people who have committed no crimes and deport them without due process of law. What a prospect for you. You might well prefer to live in a country, say for example Canada, which expresses its values in the declaration of a National Day of Truth and Reconciliation on September 30th, to honor the children who survived and those who did not survive their attending residential schools. Compare that recognition to the efforts currently in the U.S. to rewrite its history, to eliminate references to slavery, racism, inequality, and discrimination. You might well prefer to live in a province, say, for example, New Brunswick, where the Law Society is committed to protect the rule of law and our ability to speak openly about political issues, advocate without fear for the causes that matter to us, vote without influence or intimidation, and rely on independent media for transparency and accountability. Compare that commitment to Trump seeking to alter voting rights and to pursue his revenge tour. If this comparison is insufficiently disturbing, consider these facts. From the news on any day, you can see how the ideals of truth, integrity, and humanity, all taught at UNB, are routinely violated in a world turned upside down. A world where certain national leaders, some against whom arrest warrants have been issued for war crimes, perpetrate new outrages. What do you expect after Russian President Putin's bloody war on Ukraine, or Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu's forgetting the Holocaust that led to the establishment of Israel, while he proceeded diligently to create another Holocaust, and his pursuit of genocide against the remaining people of bombed, shelled, and starving Gaza? What a world it is into which you have graduated. Still, what is to be done to mitigate this incomplete menu of miseries? My second lesson is this: if in addition to acquiring substantial subject matter knowledge at UNB, you have also absorbed the teaching that truth matters, integrity matters, and humanity matters, then act upon that teaching through the life that awaits you. I am convinced beyond doubt that your acting upon those lessons is important not only for others, but also for you. Hence my third lesson, which is simply this: live your life in such a manner that when you have reached the time for looking backward, you were able to do so with satisfaction and even pride. There is no greater source of regret than wondering when you are older what might have been if only you had made different choices. Have you ever seen the movie classic On the Waterfront? Have you heard the words in that film of Terry Malloy, a boxer played by Marlon Brando, who had made a bad choice when he followed his corrupt brother's advice and took a dive in a fight that ended his boxing career? Terry was overwhelmed with regret, which he powerfully expressed to his brother. Brando spoke for Terry in a performance I certainly cannot repeat and said to his brother, "You don't understand. I could have had class. I could have been a contender. I could have been somebody." U.S. Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg said, "Whatever you choose to do, leave tracks. Don't do it just for yourself. You will want to leave the world a little better for your having lived." Charles Goodyear of rubber tire fame said that, "A man has cause for regret only when he sows and no one reaps." If you are the sole beneficiary of your efforts, how will you be remembered, if you are remembered at all? Will you be remembered as someone who sowed and no one else reaped? Or as someone who sowed and many reaped? Thanks again to UNB for this great honor. I congratulate the new graduates and wish you all long, happy, and productive lives before the time of reflection depends upon you as it has upon me. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Shea, for those inspirational words to our graduates into this convocation and for your ongoing dedication and commitment to the community, to our students, and to the world. Thanks again, and please join me again in congratulating Dr. Shea. We will now proceed to conferring the degrees in course. And may I extend to all of you who will graduate today the warmest congratulations on behalf of the University of New Brunswick. Today, when you receive your degree parchment, you will be officially welcomed into the proudly UNB alumni family. As a symbol of this significant milestone, a member of the alumni family will present you with your alumni pin. We will begin with the conferral of the doctoral degree, followed by the master's and bachelor's degrees. The acting dean of the School of Graduate Studies, Dr. Kevin Engelhardt, will offer the supplication and the presentation.
Candidates for the degrees of Doctor of Philosophy, Masters, and Bachelors will stand for the supplication, presentation, and admission. Insignissimi praesis, amplissimi cancellari supplicant santui e huic venerabili collegio gubernatorium e magistri vel baccalaureae vel scholares ut admontantur ad gradum philosophiae doctoris vel ad proprium magistri gradum ansui quisquid facultate vel ad proprium baccalaureae gradum ansui quisquid facultate.
Placetne vobis senatores, placetne gubernatoris, et hut supplicatoris admittitur.
Insignissimi praesis, amplissimi cancellare totas universitas presento vobis os supplicatoris ut admontantur ad gradum philosophiae doctoris vel ad proprium magistri gradum ansua quisque facultate vel ad gradum baccalaureae ansua quisque facultate tescor illos quod omnia cad statut nostra requiam aptos e idoneus est.
Ego emitto vossa gladum philosophiae doctoris, vela gladum magistri, vela gladum baccalaureae in Universitate Novi Brunswicki.
The candidate for the Doctor of Philosophy, please proceed onto the stage for individual acceptance. All other candidates, you may be seated. Doctor of Philosophy. Amy Lynn Macquarie. Risk factors for internet gaming disorder towards lower risk guidelines. This concludes the presentation of the doctoral degree. We will now confer the master's degrees from the following disciplines: arts, science, business administration, applied health services research, and applied psychology research and evaluation. You will now proceed in your assigned order for individual acceptance.
Thank you. Degree parchments will be delivered by Dr. Tim Alderson, Associate Dean in the School of Graduate Studies. Master of Arts, Rachel Irama Adhazi. Olivia Dawn Riley. David Brandon Walton. Master of Science, Catherine Ann Jingles. Emil Jason Senatharaja. Amin. Peace Tunmibi Adamunlagan. Grace Ademini. Moses Okpoti Adje. Abebe Ayobami. Ayerero Adrian Agbangbi. Hafiz Olawale Akindele. Jeffrey Kabute Akrofi. Isaac Ogbole Ahmed. Rashidat Adabimpe Adamasheon. Supuruchi Rebecca Eschi Anasoki. Francis Fantomas Apia. Albert Adams Asedu. Amos Maduka Azike. Nagrendra Barthwal. Arun Berhera. Adeola Abiodun Beayu. Kenneth Amankwa Brefu.
John Kamina Poga. Anderson Slauber Che. Chukwudi Michael Chukwubukium. Sandra Tepakor Kujo. Onyerche Bechi Florence Dabalucci Nguo. Ola Milakan IMP Posi Darapmola. Abigail Awo Narki Dote. Celeste Mary Dean. Olawunmi Clara Decon. Thank you. Jennifer Chibukim Dire. Ngozi Stella Egbetho. Sheon Emmanuel Falade. Lu Feng. Wind Sandy Halang. Mohammed Anamul Haq. Mohammed Ayman Hussein. Fikayo Damelola Ilisanmi. Abdul Wahab Osman Enenimo. Mariam Isojo. Mohammed Sharaful Islam. Alham Kasim. Godfrey Kaple Kurtkula.
Thank you.
Sadie Adewale Kolawole. Oladipo Shakirodilan Tif. Anchi Liu. Omaiza Martin Makojo. Lydia Mensa. Mustafa. Priya Darshini Buthu. Obiageli Esther Obina. Oladimeji Sahid Odula. Chininyezi Paulinus Collins Ogubu. Olusola Raifu Ojudan. Antonio Martha Okpetu. Moses Ochokjila Okwari. Deborah Olawadare Olawesion Sani. Face Ebiliwana Obu. Ifeyinwa Perpetual Onya. Karkityayan Ravi. Adebukola Sadiq. Maud Shadab. Harjinder Singh. Raghav Singhal. Mary Margaret Susan Smith. Dale Stevenson. John Paul Raj Totulu Salvaraja. Bichao Su. Wenki Yin. Jane John Zhang. Simin Zhang. Xiaorong Zhao. Jinlin Song. Master of Applied Health Services Research, Lydia Marie Flanagan. Rachel Grant. Hannah Isaac. Sarah Mona LeBlanc. Catherine Alexis Wayne. Courtney Erica Jane Bellier. Catherine Nduku Kilu. This concludes the granting of master's degrees.
Thank you, Dr. Engelhardt. As mentioned, this concludes the presentations of our master's degrees, and we will now proceed to the conferring of bachelor's degrees in course. Candidates will be presented by our orator, Hannah Clausen.
Representatives of the faculties and school will present the degree parchments. Dean of the Faculty of Arts and Acting Dean of the Faculty of Science, Applied Science and Engineering, Dr. Heidi McDonald. Dean of the Faculty of Business, Dr. Ali Taleb. Dean of the School of Integrated Health, Dr. Lisa Best. The Registrar will assist. We will now confer the bachelor's degrees in course. The bachelor's degrees of Arts, Science, Science and Computer Science, Health Sciences, Health, Business Administration, and Applied Management and Accounting. Candidates will proceed in your assigned order for individual acceptance. Haley Lane Anderson. Taylor Sky Burke Dion. Sukun Kur Hansi. Anne Charlotte Tucci. Radhika Banga. Rose Pomeroy. Daniel Eduardo Gonzalez. Winbo Xing. Grace Evangeline Albert. Bachelor of Health, First Class, Honors. Glory Agbayangi. Bachelor of Business Administration, Dylan Chase Getchell. Elizabeth Sela Suzanne Hansen. Jake McNeil. Nabil Raza Siddiqui. Bachelor of Applied Management and Accounting. Jordan Daniel Hughes. This concludes the granting of degrees in course. Please note that some graduates were unable to be here this afternoon. Their degrees will be awarded in absentia.
Thank you, Hannah. And again, congratulations to our latest graduates. Let's have another round of applause for these amazing people. Please note that there's an English translation of your degree parchment. It's been placed inside the folder for those of you who don't read Latin. And I would now like to invite Andrew Martell, President of UNB's Associate Alumni, to welcome our newest UNB alumni. Andrew?
Good afternoon and congratulations. On behalf of UNB alumni living all over the world, it is my great pleasure to welcome each of you to the alumni family of more than 100,000. Across the globe, UNB alumni are transforming knowledge into action in their communities and in their profession. UNB alumni are known as inspiring leaders, innovators, and change makers in ways both big and small. We are so proud to count you among us and are eager to see what you do to help affect positive change in the world. With you, the class of 2025, we are more than 100,000 alumni strong. Each of you represents one of the 100,000 reasons we are proud to be UNBers. In 2000, the UNB Associate Alumni introduced a UNB tradition, the presentation of alumni pins to new graduates. We presented this pin to each of you today as you left the stage, and we hope that this pin will carry the individual memories of a life-changing experience here at UNB and serve as a reminder that when you combine an ambitious goal and personal dedication, you can attain anything. Maybe more importantly, the pin is a symbol that you were, are, and will always be part of our family. We hope you wear your pin with pride. We know that there are also many proudly UNB alumni here with us today, helping to celebrate your remarkable accomplishments. I would ask any members of the alumni family here in the audience or on the platform party to please rise if you are able and join me as we congratulate our newest members of the class of 2025. Please join me. So congratulations on a job well done, and once again, welcome to the global network of over 100,000 alumni, and welcome to the family. Thank you.
Thanks, Andrew. Thank you, Andrew, and thank you for everyone who's been part of this special day. On behalf of the Chancellor, our Board of Governors, the Senate, and the faculty and staff of UNB, I extend to all of you who've received degrees here today our most sincere congratulations on your achievement and our very best wishes for your future. Congratulations, class of 2025. Well done. Our motto at UNB is Sapere Ode, dare to be wise. This is a call to be courageous, to trust in yourself, to think critically, and to embrace change. For almost 200 years, graduates of UNB have embraced those words, and they've gone on to make the world a better place. We are all part of that history, but for the future, it now belongs to you, and I have every confidence that it is in very good hands. As you step forward into the world, I encourage you to carry with you the values that have guided you here: curiosity, integrity, and a commitment to making a difference. The world needs your ideas, your leadership, and your compassion now more than ever. And of course, we know that none of you have gotten here alone, and I would like to extend my thanks to your family and friends and your supporters who are here with us in person as well as those watching online. Thank you for supporting these amazing people. As this ceremony draws to a close, I would want to thank all of those who contributed to today's celebration. Our UNB St. John alumna, Brittany Maston, who piped us in the auditorium today, the members of the St. John String Quartet, Daniel Semets, Nadia Francavilla, Stephen Mott, and Chris Yoon, the trumpeter Robert Dutton for providing the music for the 43rd Fall Convocation. I also want to thank all the people that assisted with the arrangements for this celebration. It takes a lot to put it together, and I acknowledge their support in allowing for a successful ceremony. At its conclusion, everyone is invited to attend a convocation reception in the Grand Hall. And I now invite you to join with us with a pre-recorded video of UNB alumnus Alex Landine, who will close out this ceremony with a beautiful rendition of O Canada. Would everyone who is able please rise and remain in your places until the academic procession has exited. Alex?
Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us commands. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north, strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee.